Hi everybody, and you saw a little bit here of the car park. It's packed, it's full. It is our April plant fair and you can see people are streaming in. The car park is nearly full. We expect, I think, a couple thousand people here. There's queues out the door, if you like. And Luke is actually working. I'm gonna get him working the table here. So we're all hands on deck. Luke is right there to my right as people are coming in, helping with, if you like, manning the stall. And behind me is just sort of half of what we have here at Mapperton as far as the plant fair. The plant fair was started by my mother-in-law, I don't even know how many years ago, and it's grown to this massive, massive event. We normally do it 2 times a year, but because of COVID, really kind of this is our second big one, if you like. But this one we didn't have to have limited tickets or everybody coming within certain hours, like we had to do a year ago, I think it was. Is that right, Charlotte? Yeah. So Charlotte's doing the camera here, and she's the one who has helped organize the whole thing. Charlotte's just reminded me that it's been going for 30 years, so it's one of the first things that my mother-in-law did. There's Luke working the booth there. It's fantastic. Just so you can see, these are my favorites. The fritillary right here, love them. We have them at Mapperton as well. Oh, this is clearly, there's a lot of people who've been at this stall. I can see why. Look at these. It's just, and it's a beautiful day. And that car park is even more full. Oh my goodness, look at the stream of people coming in. I don't think I've ever seen it like this. Loads of people here. The queue to the coach house is rather long. So, but look at that. But that's good for us. We're very happy with that. Wow. We didn't expect this many people, if I'm perfectly honest. And the queue for the coffee van is very long as well. Let me just zoom out of that. Queue for the coffee, very, very long. But they're whipping through them. Even though it's long, it goes quite quickly. Brilliant. And now you can see the house from here and how busy it is here. This is what I've been doing. Oh, there's a queue out the front gate. That means people are trying to come in. But this is what I've been doing. I've handed out 300 of these so far to get to people to subscribe. I'm so American. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. But there are house tours going on today, and I think they're all sold out, which is brilliant for us.
Please help support this important part of England's heritage by becoming a patron at patreon.com/Mapperton Live.
Hi everybody, we are in the middle of Mapperton Wildlands, our rewilding project, but I wanted to introduce you to Sam, who is the co-founder of one of our sponsors, Beaufort and Blake. And if you haven't watched that video, on what we found in our 17th century storage unit, do go check it out, because I thought I gave a good fashion show there.
You did, absolutely.
It was all right. And I might be doing a little one today, but I love this jumper.
It's lovely.
Because I like how I can tuck it in the front. It's got the slit here, and then it goes into the back.
Yeah, you styled it very well.
So thank you. I've had some styling tips. But no, we're really thrilled that we've got, obviously, Beaufort & Blake as one of the Mapperton sponsors, and it is really a quintessentially British brand. But you were just saying something to me earlier about how it really, of course, does make sense where we are today and how you started the brand.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously we're really excited to be part of all the amazing projects you're doing here, and Julie's kindly shown me around all the rewilding and everything. But yeah, so Beaufort & Blake, actually I started in the countryside. I was at a agricultural college in the middle of Cirencester.
Right.
So yeah, we are, quintessentially our roots are in the countryside.
Yeah.
So it's lovely to be able to work with you guys and support everything you've got going on
Yeah,
here.
we love it too, because obviously, I've got to be honest, I do like to look the part too, Sam. So I do feel very much like I'm looking the part when I come out to, the rewilding project. But, I also do wear this in London as well. So I'm sure you'll see me on my Instagram wearing Beaufort & Blake while I'm, jazzing it up in London as well. But it's just brilliant. And so we've given Sam came down to visit us today, and we gave him the option to take a house tour, and you took us up on that. And I didn't give the house tour, neither did Luke, who's behind the camera right now.
Hi everybody.
But what did you think, and did you have like a oh my goodness moment?
I think so, yeah. Well, we had Paula, who was
Yeah.
fantastic. I think one of the most striking things when you walk through is the plasterwork on the ceilings.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely beautiful. And also, obviously, every portrait has a story.
Yes.
So every Earl has done something differently, and behind every one of those portraits is a different story that could go on.
Yes, yes, exactly.
And also all the notable figures from Pepys, Cromwell, all intertwined into the story. It was just fascinating.
Yeah, brilliant, and brilliant, good. Well, that's really good to hear. And also Paula, well, all of our volunteers give fantastic tours of the house. We're so grateful for the volunteers that we have, and Paula really is in charge of the visitor experience, if you like. So that is fantastic feedback.
I've got a question for
yes.
For Sam. So Sam, right at the start of Beaufort & Blake, I heard a rumour that you used to drive a battered old Land Rover into fields at kind of meets and sporting events, and you would be selling shirts out of the back of the Land Rover.
Yeah,
is that true?
That is absolutely correct.
That's
yeah.
brilliant.
So actually, so when we started, we started with 50 shirts, and we went to go and pick them up from the factory we found in North London, and drove them back. And the next day, we literally opened the boot in the car park, and thankfully
People wanted them.
People wanted
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Right.
So and then from there it was going to point to points and polo matches and country shows and opening the boot, and
And for those of you Americans watching, when Sam says "open the boot in the car park," I'll translate that
It's
for
a
you.
trunk,
It's
right?
the trunk in the parking lot. But I love that story. I love how it's just such a sort of grassroots story of how your brand really built, and the hard work that you've put into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly been a journey, and I think retail is really tough for everybody right now.
Yes.
And we're now 10 years old, and we've had our ups and downs, but I think everybody likes to look good in the countryside and have something that's versatile, and hopefully there's a place for us for another 10 years. So.
Well, I'm the American who loves anything British. Still, even after being married to a Brit, you'd think I would have gotten sort of used to it all right now.
No, but there is something about British style, isn't there? There's something about the cut of our shirts and the thickness of our jumpers.
Yeah,
definitely. The thing that people really love about our brand as well is that we're quite British in the fact that we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Yes.
So we're always the brand is very cheeky, it's very fun, and we're always up for having a laugh. So
Yeah.
It's true. Well, Mapperton Live is a very serious channel.
Yeah,
so I don't
very
know why
serious.
we've got these
well,
guys
we also like the word cheeky. In America, we love the word cheeky. So
Right.
anyway, Sam, it's been great to have you, and we've been walking through, obviously, Mapperton Wildlands, everybody, our new rewilding project, and and it's what do you think of it? Just give me a little 5-second shout out here.
Well, I was saying to Luke, I'm incredibly jealous of all your barns. You could spend years here playing in barns and you know, doing all the incredible projects that you're doing with the land and the rewilding, and Nesta's clearly very keen, which is great to see.
Yeah, no, it is. We're really excited for what's to come.
Wave, Nesta.
Wave, Nestor. Anyway, thank you all, and we're going to head off and look at more of the Mapperton Wildlands project, and we hope you can come here too very soon.
Spring has truly sprung at Mapperton. Magnolia's out, the tulips are blossoming, the gardens are beginning to look absolutely fantastic. But one of the jobs that we have to do here, which takes quite a lot of time, is mowing. And the reason we have to mow is we've got a lot of lawn. In fact, of the 15 acres at Mapperton, I don't know, probably half involves grass, which has to be maintained. Now, some of that grass is quite easy, like the big croquet lawn behind us, but other bits of lawn are on banks. And so we have all kinds of contraptions here for mowing. We've got fly mows that we put on pieces of string and go along the banks. We've got a machine called the Beast that we use down there. But today, I have been told that Andy is mowing the croquet lawn. We're very lucky to have 3 wonderful gardeners here. We've got Jake and Andy, and then we've got Susie, the head gardener, and then we also have Landa, who works in the garden as well as on the estate too. But this is one of the biggest lawns that we have, or indeed this is the biggest lawn. Sometimes we have marquees at one end. Sometimes we just leave it as it is and enjoy it for a game of croquet. That is the croquet pavilion over there, indeed. Now, when Andy comes back, I think he's going to let me take over, and we're going to see whether I am capable of mowing in straight lines. I have had a lesson or two from my father in the past, but I haven't done a lot of it here, and I'm not sure I'm going to be trusted. Anyway, let's see how this one's going to go. Andy, you've done a lot of lawn mowing at Mapperton. How much of your time would you say is spent mowing lawns?
Oh, at the height of the season, I would say 50%.
50%, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I mean, it's a heck of a lot of lawns, but it's not just the amount of lawns; it's the inaccessibility.
Yeah.
So everything has to be carried out.
Yeah.
So this actual lawn
Yeah.
can take between 40 minutes to
Right.
45 minutes at its best,
Yeah.
or at its worst, it can take hour and a half.
Hour and a half. But can I tell you something? That's a lot quicker than it would have been 200 or 300 years ago when they were designing the garden, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because what would they have done then? Pushed
Yeah.
rotary things?
Yeah, it would have been pedestrian mowers.
Or it might have been a scythe, do you think?
Very talented to use a scythe at this length. Really talented. Yeah. This takes all the effort out of it. But
It does take some of the
Yeah.
effort out of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I was just saying that we've got different contraptions for different parts of the lawn.
yeah.
I remember a time when we used to have lawnmowers on string that we would go
Yeah,
along.
yeah.
Do we still do that?
No,
No, that was too dangerous probably.
Yeah, apparently health and safety again.
Health and safety,
Yeah,
it's all changed.
they were fly mowers, and the trouble, I've done it myself, but the trouble with fly mowers is when you're using them on a rope, you're
Yeah.
not in contact with the on-off
With
switch.
the machine. So,
Yeah.
so all sorts of things could go wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do we use then for the banks?
Just strimming.
It's just strimming,
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah, 2 people.
On an angle?
Yeah, one at the top, one at the bottom.
Yeah,
And we do it about twice a year.
yeah.
And then we rake it all off, and
Yeah.
it will all get kept for bedding for the chickens, things like that.
Right. That's brilliant. So I'm going to have a quick go at doing a line or two here.
Yeah, of course.
Is that okay?
Yeah, do you want me
Can
to turn it around? Are you all right with this?
I think I can pretty much work out how to
Okay.
do it. In fact, I have mown a lawn or two in my time. Do I need ear defenders?
You can borrow these if you want.
Is that okay?
Yeah, or you,
Just-
there are some
just
in
go-
there, but it's
all
up
right.
to you. But you can
Is
use
that
them.
right?
Yeah, of course.
Is that
it
okay?
Yeah.
I don't think I've got anything in my ears. Right, here we go. Thank you, Andy. Right, now I've got to find reverse. Where's reverse, Andy?
Push down on this one. Push down
down.
on that. That's it. Now lift up on that one.
3-point turn, okay.
Yep.
Right.
We are going to be looking at the chapel room bathroom today. And did you know that sort of in between the lockdowns, I filmed in here in the chapel room with Stephen, wanting to redo the chapel room for yoga retreats. So I was really, really excited. I think because after the first lockdown, we kind of thought that was the end of the pandemic and I was going to have yoga retreats. Anyway, they were all obviously canceled in 2020, but my hope was that, oh, the pandemic's over. I think it was summer 2020, and I had 2 yoga retreats going on that year, which didn't happen. So yeah.
So basically, it sounds like Julie had been making plans for this bathroom and probably getting really carried away with what was going to happen.
Well,
without telling me anything.
No, not so much. I think I had Malcolm's designs, and I was really excited because we had 2 yoga retreats planned that year, and I wanted to make this ensuite bathroom, but then pandemic.
But we should take a step back because people may not know that we have a room that we're going to look at now, which is the chapel bedroom.
Yes.
That has no bathroom. Now, I've just been looking at some historical records of Mapperton in the early 20th century, and do you know how many bathrooms there were?
1.
2.
Oh, okay.
2 in the whole house.
Right.
And one of the what's happened? Why do we all need bathrooms suddenly? And baths and lavatories.
You like baths.
They did perfectly well.
I know.
Without them.
Well, let's go see.
They went outside and they walked off in the cold and got on with it and came back and it was fine.
Okay.
Julie arrives and we've
we've
got to have bathrooms.
That's right.
How many bathrooms have we got?
That is what happened. I'm serious.
How many bathrooms?
Because when your parents were here, they only had about 2 or 3 baths.
No, that's not quite fair. There were probably 5.
Okay.
But how many have we got now?
I mean, I knew that they put in a few, but...
The point is, if people are coming to stay here, particularly if they're paying to come on a yoga retreat, then I think the modern expectation is that each room gets its own bathroom. Let us know if that's your expectation. But if you'd be happy coming to stay somewhere like Mapperton without a bathroom, we'd love to know that as well, because
if you would love to come and stay and go outside, is that what you're saying? And use the bathroom, a bathroom.
It's kind of a romantic thing to do.
Use nature outside. Let us know.
Nature calls, and you head off to the lavatory at the back of the garden.
No, I don't think anybody here is going to want to stay at Mapperton if they don't have a bathroom. If we were like, and here's your beautiful room, but the loo is outside.
I think that's perfectly acceptable.
Okay, he can do that. Test it. Let us know.
So anyway, we're going into the chapel room, and it's one of the finest
I'm gonna turn the lights
bedrooms in the house. It doesn't have a cupboard, so when people come here, they have to hang their clothes on this rather ugly bamboo
I didn't pick that
rack.
up. Did not pick
Well,
that up.
I know, it was because we didn't have a cupboard, and there's not really anywhere to put a cupboard here. So that's why we have that. We need something better, it's true.
No, I think you could put a chest of drawers there and put the cupboard there, maybe.
But we redid the bed. It's got a new cover and it's got a new canopy, and it's in pretty good shape, this room.
It's very shiny, that canopy.
There's so it's not real silk. It's kind of something more modern, I think. So yeah, a bit of a mistake. Anyway, now this is where you would think you would just walk in and...
It's locked.
It's not locked, it's just stuck.
Stuck.
And you come in here and you think, oh, it's a bathroom. It's not a bathroom.
No.
And you know what? It's really cold.
Very cold in here.
Isn't it
The
cold?
heat-
No wonder. Because
There's no heat. The heaters are here, but they're not on.
And you've just reminded me of something really important that needs doing before we can even consider having a bathroom in here, which
Right.
is important, which is that these mullions need quite a lot of repair. If you come over here, Stephen, and have a look at the stonework, there's quite a lot to be done.
Yeah, and you
And
can
look up
see
at the top.
the damp kind of coming through, or the water
Oh,
dripping
God.
down.
I get so...
So are we going to do this bathroom now or no?
I get... when I
No,
walk,
we're not.
into the parts of the house that I haven't seen for a while, and then I look at the state of the windows.
Look at, there's some lovely paintings here.
This one is all right. This one's all right. We've got this design from Malcolm, which is here.
Yes.
The wonderful
Is it-
Malcolm who helps us with all these drawings. And if we orientate it the same way as the room we're standing in, you can see that the bath is going to go on the left there.
Lovely.
The lavatory is going to go right there. And the basin will go here.
And the basin will go there. I
And
think
you know what? I think this will be one of the finest bathrooms.
Yeah, I do too.
Because actually you have a complete view, which means that when you get out of your bath absolutely stark naked and look out on the horizon, not only can you see everything that's going on, but everyone else can see you too. So I think that's a problem. Do you think we're going to need some
nice
frosted windows? Or,
maybe, but I really like this.
Well, that's an old laundry basket.
I know, but it's lovely. Look at it on the inside.
I've never liked it.
What?
Yeah, and it's Lloyd Loom.
What's Lloyd
But you're
Loom?
right.
I think it's lovely.
It's this sort of weaving.
I really like it.
Do you like that? Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I do.
We can reclaim that. Anyway, back to the bathroom.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Off piece.
She gets so distracted.
I know.
doesn't
Well,
she?
because it's like coming in here and I found a couple treasures. Do you see?
A laundry basket is a treasure. What
It
a
is.
life to
It
find,
is.
to
Because
find
look at the
treasures
markings.
in
No,
laundry.
it is. I mean, how old do you think this is?
That?
I always have to ask how old it is.
Well, it's probably just from the 50s or something.
Right. Okay, so that's
That's
like
not very long ago.
70 years.
I know that
No.
in the context of America, which
I
is
like
quite
that.
a young country, 50 years.
That's going in our bedroom.
70 years.
I really
No,
like
I don't
that.
want that in our bedroom.
What? I really like that.
Okay. Back to
Okay.
this,
Yes.
which is why we're here. She's just still not looking. Okay, so
haven't been here for a long
here,
time.
here is the side elevation
Yep.
with the bath
Yep.
over
you can
there.
See that?
And guess what? I have found a suitable bath, because what we don't want to do is to buy a modern bath. We want to find an antique bath that would fit. And this one here, and it's called an original French roll top bath, and it's got these rather lovely feet, comes from the Allscott Bathroom Company near Birmingham, and we've done the measurements and it absolutely fits the bill. So
Who
we're gonna
found that,
order
Malcolm? Or you
No,
found
I found that.
Impressive.
Yeah. And I think we just
Put it
fit
there.
it here.
And you like the color?
Well, the colour is going to be painted white, actually.
Oh, you
So
are.
it'll just
You're
be
not
all-
going to keep the
it'll just be all-
Farrow color paint.
Well,
I
unless
think you
you
should.
can,
I like it.
Well, no, that's not the. You're misreading this. It can be painted. It's been primed.
Oh,
That's just a
primer.
Julie doesn't know much about paint, you see.
I do.
Because
Yes, I do.
That's just an undercoat.
Okay, I thought it was really pretty, the undercoat.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. It
Okay.
kind of goes with the carpet.
That's what
doesn't
I thought. That's what
it?
I thought.
yeah,
Okay.
All right.
All right. So when
Anyway,
are we
so
going to
that-
get this started?
So that's the plan. Well, the problem, as ever, is it's yet another project with
Yeah.
yet another big price tag. So, but I'm hoping we can do it this year.
Okay.
Is the plan.
Okay. Well, yeah, I hope so too.
If we
It's-
if we work hard, we might manage it.
Right. Well, I'm excited. That means it would be done in time for the next yoga retreat, which is sold out November 2022. But I'm going to be now doing another one in December. I know that sounds really cold, but I think it's quite nice to come here when the public aren't here. There's the public out there. And I also think it's to have a house like this and with the fire going and it's really cozy and you can have warm baths and we can go cold water swimming because the pool will be done by December 20.
Maybe if we're lucky.
22.
Fingers crossed.
So fingers crossed. So my retreats are always in the winter because I think it's different. So November is sold out, but if you are interested in coming to Mapperton for the December yoga retreat, Again, comment down below and we will give you details of who to contact about that.
Nice plug.
Had to get a little plug in there.